Hey guys, what's up? It's Connor Mitchell, head whiz of Dragon Rider Network, and today we're here talking about WWDC 2013 and what we could possibly see Apple releasing at that conference. So anyway, the rumors currently include a new upgraded line of the Retina display MacBook Pros, possibly a look at OS 9, and definitely some new action for iOS 7. What that could possibly be? Let's go and find out. So last year at WWDC 2012, we saw Apple release a whole new line of MacBook Pros, the next generation MacBook Pro sporting a Retina display and solid-state hard drives, and absolutely no optical disc. Well, this year there's talk that those computers will get an upgrade in performance come this year, which is definitely very, very likely. This isn't going to be a huge design overhaul, but it's really going to be much more of a internal update, such as processor speeds and internal storage. Hey Apple, I'm in the market for a new computer. If you really want me to get one of these new ones, then add in an 8-core processor and a 1 terabyte solid-state hard drive, because that would be awesome! There's also talk of Apple actually updating their very old dinosaur called the Mac Pro. Now obviously this thing has seen many updates in the last few years, including the addition of a 12-core processor, which is really nice. However though, I think people are more looking for a design overhaul, something that could definitely be seen as a little bit more modern and definitely go with the standards that are currently existing today, such as possibly the lack of a DVD drive. If people really needed it, then they would buy an external. But for these high-end users that need to buy a $3,000 computer, then maybe this won't be as likely as we think. And unless Apple has a really nifty trick up their sleeve, I really don't see them doing anything with the Mac Pro unless they lower the price tag. Well, it is that time of year again when Apple updates their long-standing mobile OS to version 7. However, this is going to be Apple's first release of iOS, with the new administration rolling out what has been called the deforestalization. You could probably guess why. And his replacement, Johnny Ives, has taken over the project and said he wants to incorporate a much more flat design. Everything online, including this mock-up video, shows that Apple is definitely leaning towards a more flat design for iOS. The design is definitely a lot less glossy. It's also a lot more boxy, believe it or not, and it actually resembles some of what Microsoft has in their Metro design. To me, this is definitely a much-needed facelift. Apple really hasn't changed any of their OS look in the 6 years that it has existed, and this is really bad. And this is probably the one and only time that in the post-Steve Jobs era they can actually show that the innovation is not only still there, but they can continue to push it. And of course, Johnny Ives can handle the position of controlling software as well as hardware. Now, the reason I think OS 9 is a possibility instead of a more certain thing such as iOS 7 is because lately the rumors have been showing that OS developers who are working on OS 9 have been pulled from the project, so that way iOS 7 can make it on time. What I believe OS 9 is going to show off is it's going to show off the same change in pace that we are going to see in iOS 7. And iOS 7 is going to be key in showing us what's down the road for Mac computers. Because as we have seen in Mountain Lion, iOS and macOS are definitely becoming more and more into one thing, so that way users can feel a lot more abridged when they're going from a desktop computer to their phone. And for the record, since we're on the topic of OS 9, how awesome would it be, since we really still don't know what it's going to be called, how awesome would it be if it was actually called Liger? Can you imagine the commercials for that? Anyway, WWDC is going to be happening on June 10th, and you can catch all of the coverage right here on Dragon Rider Network with me, Tyler, Noah, Matt, Dalvin, Irma, all live here on Google Plus on June 10th, starting at the beginning of the keynote. And we can't wait to see you then. I also heard from somebody that there's going to be punch and pie, so you better be there. So anyway guys, that's my video for WWDC, and thanks for watching. Make sure you leave your comments in the comment section below. Also be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and check out all of my social links in the description. So anyway guys, I will catch you at the next video. Talk to you then.